it's about the South Americans. It's about, you know, the ones who I spend my time watching, and a lot of them, when they show real promise, they are supporting their family, extended family, sometimes from the age of like 14, 15. No, the family just becomes a support structure for them. And Vinicius Junior fits right into this category. There's another one I'm thinking of, a fella called Paulinho, who's at Bayer Leverkusen at the moment, from the same kind of generation. And it's just sad listening to the stories, you know, because they're not allowed to like play football in the way that we played. Not allowed, because there's, you know, on the street or in a park, because there's a risks of being hurt and so on. So they're just sitting watching their mates play football and you know, for fun, while they're taking it deadly seriously. And the thing we make the journal, he concluded, you know, he said, they're like soldiers on a mission. There's not a lot of pleasure in there for it. Obviously, there's pleasure when things go well on the field, but it is like soldiers on a mission. They have to do this in order to sustain the family. And I wonder, my worry is mental health problems. On your journey, have you come across people in those type of circumstances?
I made the point before, like the reason I personally got, and everyone really gets into football, you're not really as a youngster thinking, I want to like, you want to obviously make it, but I mean, the enjoyment's a big factor, I find. And with how it's going these days, like, I feel like to a certain extent, footballers are almost like robots. And like you said, you can't do certain things outside of football when you know what I mean? You're so drilled and programmed to do it this way. It takes your enjoyment out. Like I saw someone who's only 24 and he's retired because of like the whole social, like it's a different bit of a subject, but he's retired because of social media and like how he's just programmed. Do you know what I mean? At a young age, I do feel like definitely if it could go down that road, like 10 years from now, like so much more mental health stuff coming out. And that's the problem. Like you don't really get to enjoy it so much as a footballer.